Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. I am coming to you from my kitchen today because I want to, I need lots of room for this jelly printing process. Good morning, who's ever here? Everybody make sure you have a big drink because we're going to be working hard today. Okay, so I have a couple things to talk to you about, and then I just thought let's just spend the whole hour jelly printing and trying new things and, you know, all the ideas, because I have all these new stencils. I wanted to talk to you about them, and I got my Nova paint order just this past weekend. So that was a fun thing to come home to. And these new brushes. And so I thought, you know what, let's just play. Good morning, Sue. Let's just play. So first let's talk about these brushes. I did put a link in my Anne's Artsy Arsenal on my website for these brushes. So these three brushes are Mod Podge brushes. But I'm not going to use them for Mod Podge. I'm going to use them for paint. I mean, that's the thing, right? You use things for what kind of speaks to you, right? So I thought it would be fun to just paint. Good morning, Joni. To just paint a page in here, because can you believe our 2023 art journal is almost done? Can you believe it? So I'm going to find a blank page. I think there's one right around here somewhere. There's one. So I'm going to take this brush because look at how wide it is. So I could do it in 2 strokes. So what I'm thinking first is I'm going to put paint along here, and I'm going to use bamboo skewers to put paint on my brush. Oh, first thing I want to tell you. So I'm standing at my kitchen island, and I've covered it with one of those plastic tablecloths from the dollar store. So one time I got super lucky, and I got this one that was 3 for $1. Oh no, this was from Walmart. So it was probably more than $1, but whatever. Super inexpensive and super, like once you're done, let everything dry, fold it up, and then pull it out for the next artsy endeavor. Okay, so I'm going to, I've just pulled out transparent paints for this morning. I'm just kind of feeling transparency. So I have magenta, fluorescent magenta, Indian yellow, and let's go with ultramarine. So I'm going to get a piece of paper, like as my off sheet, right? And I'm going to put my brush down here. This is what I'm thinking. This might not work at all, but we're going to give it a try, right? So we're going to open that up. I'm going to take some of that paint. I'm just going to put it on the brush. Take some of the yellow. Put it on the brush. And then get a new bamboo skewer. You know, you can get those at the dollar store too. They're just kind of hard to find. So if you find them, snap them up, because you'll want the whole pack. Right? Okay. Now I'm just going to, I just thought this might be kind of cool. Shut up. Let's do one more right here. I just thought that would be a cool start to a page. Who knows where I'll go with it next. but it's a cool start, right? So I'm gonna set that side to dry. And then I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to do some, because I like the brush strokes, so I thought, well, let's get some more paint on there, right? Yellow, blue, and let's see what happens when we just brush it on a piece of paper. Oh, stop it. Do you see the beautiful brush strokes? I just thought, wouldn't this be cool to jelly print on top of? Who knows what'll happen, but that's what jelly printing is, right? It's one great big experiment. So let's do another one. And I think I'm going to this time I think I'm going to like wet the paint for the second stroke. See what happens with that. So we'll do one swipe. Then let's repaint it up. Let's go this way. I wonder if that's kind of pretty. So I still have some paint on here, so. We could. Right? I just thought that might be something fun for us to play with. Okay, so I learned a couple things over the last little bit about jelly printing. Okay, so I like this great big jelly plate. It is 10, is it 10 by 13 or? I don't know, it's big. But here's the thing I found out. The thing I found out was that those sheets, the Mylar sheets that are usually on either side of your jelly plate, throw those away. That's what causes the bubbles. I learned that from Elizabeth St. Hilaire. So, there we go. All right. So I have my new Nova paints, so I thought we could play with those. But I also have, let's go sideways, then you can see better what I'm doing. I have all these new stencils. So I got all of these new stencils because I watched this girl on Instagram, you know how we do. And she has a whole set of these mid-century stencil designs. And you know, kind of a sucker for mid-century. And her name is, so on Instagram, she is FMD Designs. So kind of remember that. So this one, stop it right this minute. Isn't it pretty? It is called Mid-Century Jetson. So we can do this a couple of ways. I've been thinking about this too. So we can certainly get lots of paint on here, right? So we can start out with a painty background, right? So let's do that and the yellow. Let's see what we get. Okay. And now let's get our brayer. Yikes. I have stuff all over this kitchen. Look at that. It looks like fire, doesn't it? What a pretty combo. Okay, I have all of this paint left, and that we're gonna roll off onto a blank piece of paper, and we're just gonna start building on that, right? We're gonna build with stencil bits, we're gonna build with paint, all the things. Okay, so we could start with, this as our background. So we could start like this and have a solid background, right? And then we'll take a piece of deli paper because it's great big, and we will rub all over that. Nice even coverage, right? And we're gonna peel that up, see what we got. Ooh, that magenta really shows its pretty face. Oh, I love that. Okay, we're gonna set that one aside. And now, let's take some white and see what happens if we do a stencil on top of this. I try to not have lines, but you know what? They seem to always appear. And I'm gonna just roll off on my little piece of paper. And I'm gonna take my stencil, get that down, and I'm gonna have to come in with a clean sheet of paper because my first sheet is not dry all the way. So we're gonna take this paper, just a piece of plain white paper, and then take our deli paper, rub all around, see what happens, peel that up. Oh, does that look mod or what? That's making me so happy. Okay, now I'm gonna peel this up, and I'm gonna stick it to our runoff paper and put my deli paper on top of that and see if, I'll move that slightly over so you can see what I'm doing. See what happens when I put that on top of here and see if I can get kind of a stamped image. I don't know. It might be too dry, but it's worth a try, right? So let's, So do you see all of those images, right? So this is the print, and then now we're gonna put more white on here. Oh, or maybe, yeah, let's do white. And now this will be considered a ghost print. I know some of you are well educated in the world of jelly printing, but some people might not be. And so let's be kind to those who might not know, right? So this one, that one is still too wet. So we're going to come in with another clean sheet. Lay that down. I'm going to come in with another deli paper because that one is pretty wet. So the lawn people are supposed to come, so it might get loud. Just giving you a heads up. Okay, pull that off, and then let's see what we got. Oh my gosh. You guys, look at it. So do you see the difference? So this is the ghost print, and this is the print. Look at those gorgeous paper. Those colors are so vibrant. So Carmen and I went in together on an order from Nova. They had, I think it was 25% off kind of everything. And so, you know what, let's go. I wonder if I go there. 25% off everything. Shipping is kind of steep, but I really wanted to play with their paints, and I had tried that. I had tried some at Keely's house, and they were gorgeous. And so I just kept hemming and hawing about what colors I wanted. And Carmen and I have been kind of curious about them for a while. And so there you have it. Okay, let's do one more thing with this stencil, and then we'll go on to another stencil. Okay. Now I'm going to take this original print and put that. Nope, you know what? Let's do this. The off paper. I love that you can see everything. So I like to use my fingers to really get in all those indentations and see what we get. Like, the beauty of jelly printing is that it's layers and oh my gosh, look at it. So pretty. So it's layers and layers and layers. Okay, so now let's peel this off. And now let's put this one down, the pretty solid colors. So, just so everybody knows, I leave tomorrow to go to Arkansas for my Desiree's 8th birthday. And so, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. And so, I will be having a pop-in paint party from my hotel room on Thursday. But I will be home tomorrow morning, so Stitch Along will be right here. Everybody take a drink. Okay. Now I'm thinking, maybe. So that was this one. So now let's try something new. I'm going to put this in the sink. Or near the sink, I should say. So now let's try a different, okay. So these two, I believe these are the two, let's see, mid-century Go-Go, mid-century Mitosis. This is the one, okay, so this one, I loved this one because it was kind of full of crazy blobs. And then look at this one. Mid-century Zenith. Remember Zenith TVs? And then, stop it right now. Look at this one. I love these blobby things. And this is Mid-Century Tentacle. So you could use this as a mask and a stencil. So that's cool. And then look at the ones I have from Stencil Girl. This one is, well, it doesn't say. I don't know. It's just kind of a scribble, which I thought was very cool. This one, I'm dying to use. Look at this. I love these great big lines. And this one, again, I have no idea what the... I have no idea. And then I have this one, like circles and circles and circles and circles. And again, no name, but you can find them on the website. Okay, so let's use this one, the Zenith. Oh, maybe this one. I'm kind of digging this whole idea of these big blobs. See what happens. Okay, so now let's try a different color. So I have these fluid acrylics that Keely and I made, oh, probably a year ago, maybe longer. And they're still, you know, fine and dandy, but I'm feeling kind of, and the recipe for this is 1/3 water, 1/3 acrylic paint, and then you add 1/3, yes, and then 1/3 matte medium. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this down, and then some of this one down, a little deeper shade. And some of this super light one, see what happens. And you can make this out of any old acrylic paint. So like, if you wanted to do, you know, look at these. This is folk art paint. This is Americana. It's all like craft store acrylics. Because we all have so much of that, right? So there we go. We'll get a piece of paper. And let's roll off. Okay, this, because it's fluid, do you see how it makes this, it kind of repels? It's kind of cool what happens. Okay, and now, this is mitosis, right? So let's take piece of paper. I just want to do jelly printing, and then we'll come up with a project. Well, I kind of have something rolling around in my noggin that we can do with these jelly prints later. But there's just something about jelly printing that is so... Okay, stop it right this minute. I'm digging that. And now I'm going to peel this off and stick this down to this paper, the roll-off paper. And we get a little bit on there, right? But now, let's come in with some white. Let's see what happens. And for me, I find that jelly printing is all about experimentation. Do I let it dry? What would happen if I let it dry in between? And then use, I don't know. What happens on top of it? Let's see. Should we do this one? Let's see what happens. I just love all the layers that jelly printing gives me. And on Thursday, we'll do some art journaling. I'll do a little bit of art journaling with these papers. I'll take them with me. But I'll also have some, oh, this is so pretty, so much depth. Look at that. So pretty. Love that. Okay, now what would happen? Put a little green on top of it. Who knows? What about if I put a little green and a little bit of this turquoise? Those might be pretty together. Isn't that pretty together? Okay, I have a lot of paint on here, so what if I come over here and I just do one long, oh, pretty, one long strip of color on this one. Pretty, right? Okay, let's get another stencil. I'm gonna go through all the stencils before our hour is up. Because don't you want to see? I want to see. Okay. Down. Let's see if that... I thought maybe they stacked, but I don't think so. Uh-oh, had a little shift. Let's see what happened. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Now I have this. This doesn't often give me much, but I can give it a try. See what happens. And this one, I've just kind of plopped it down. So we'll see what happens next. So it won't be solid on there. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you can't see. Here we go. Right? So I have this swoop of greenish, and then I have this little bit of a ghosty image on there. Now, let's try, instead of going white on top of here, what if we go with this lightish aqua, kind of turquoisey, I don't know. I think it's called patina. So I've seen some really cool techniques with jelly printing. So let me know if you want to do more with jelly. Now let's go up. Oh, pretty. Okay, let's put clean paper. See what happens. Let me know if you want to dive deeper into jelly printing and like different techniques and different like ways to layer. I mean, I'm doing some pretty basic. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Tam. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Joni. Hi, Val. Hi, Susan. Let me know if you want to dive deeper into more advanced jelly printing. Or if you want to, if that's not of interest to you, just let me know your thoughts. This is so beautiful. It just looks like the sea, doesn't it? Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. Now we got that green on there. So let's come in with this. I think this is the Zenith. Yeah. See what we can do with that. I have myself a situation over here. So much stuff. Stacks and stacks and stacks. Okay. So Zenith, I'm thinking I might want to do something up to kind of go with that page that I did with the brush strokes. Something kind of in that kind of way. So let's just do some fluorescent magenta, since magenta is the 2023 color of the year, right? Let's get that on there. The consistency of this paint is so nice. It's very fluid. It's not heavy bodied at all. So for jelly printing, it's a dream because it just kind of slides on like nobody's business. Okay. So now let's take this. And now this time I want to take my jelly print and stamp off on my jelly print and see what happens. Because deli papers are super, super thin and, so look at that. We can do so much with that. Okay, put that to the side, and now let's peel this off. And stick this down. That's usually too dry, but we can try it. See what happens. And now we have this. Let's come in with the yellow. I think I want that to dry just a little bit, because I got some super wet down here and I'm afraid it's going to get smeary. So I want it to dry just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I don't know. Oh, this is, I let this dry too long. And it's peeling up the paper. So I'm gonna have to work on that one. Set that aside. And that'll just come off with warm water in the sink. But we learned a lesson, didn't we? Don't leave the stencil on a piece of paper when it starts out a little bit dry. Okay. See what happens with this. Ooh, you guys, look at that. That's pretty. Digging that. So now what if we come in with white? See what happens. right? Print and ghost print, print and ghost print. The more I do that, the more, like, you just get this variety of art, you know? Okay, let's see. Yes, we have used oxide inks in some jelly printing before. And that gives you like this whole other plethora of colors, right? Pull up the other part, print while you wait for the... I know. You're right, Tam. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Look, here's the thing with jelly printing. You can't really plan it out. It's kind of going to be what it's going to be. And look at this, like the white down the center. I'm kind of digging that. I'm kind of digging that. All right. So let's see what else we have. Oh, let's try some Stencil Girl, because how are we doing on time? Okay. This one, oh, I have big fat ideas about this one. It's just a, it's like this big, fat, squiggly line. And in my head, I can see so many cool iterations of this, you know? So let's go back to magenta again. Oh no, let's go to blue, ultramarine. That's kind of pretty. I know, look at that Dodger blue, Tam. Okay. Nice even coat. And we'll roll off on this one. Pretty. Okay. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Like my head is swimming with ideas already. Okay, let's peel this. Now let's come in with some white. Very Dodger-like, Tam. Blue and white. Tammy loves the Dodgers so much. Her car is Dodger blue. Her fingernails are usually Dodger blue. Her hair is Dodger blue. You name it. You name it. Okay, let's get a new piece. This is always just magic, isn't it? Like, I can't wait to see what happens. It is a pretty blue, isn't it? It's just so vibrant. The ultramarine is one of my favorites. Although I don't know that there's very many colors I don't like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so many cool elements on here. So the lines from the edge of my brayer are showing up. I've got some little bits of blue that like were underneath. Oh my gosh, I love that. That little bit of orange from underneath. That's making me so happy. So happy. How am I doing? Ooh, 20 minutes. Okay. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Okay, let's try the circles and circles and circles from Stencil Girl. So Stencil Girl and Joggles are two of my favorite places to get stencils. They are, what do I want to say? Oh, you know what? I have some other colors here. Fluorescent orange. Let's see what happens there. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Melissa. Can you believe it's almost Christmas already? Man, oh man. It's going so fast. You know what? I think I want a little bit of yellow in there too. What other colors do I have? I have a little bit of this Indian yellow. I'm kind of digging that. Okay. So Valerie, you're a Dodgers fan too? Interesting. Pull off. Now let's take the, oh my gosh, look at that. Circles and circles and circles and circles. I like the biggest one. It's a little bit of an investment, but it's, you're gonna get edge to edge print. They do have one smaller than, oh my gosh, you guys. They do have one smaller than this, and that's like an 8 by 10, and that's really pretty too. Okay, what if we do pink on top of this? See what happens. I think, you know what I'm thinking? I wonder if I let the base layer dry a little bit more, if my stencil would be more prominent, if the images on the stencil would be more prominent. I don't know. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, how about if I do this on top of that? All the circles and circles and circles and circles. Let's see. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Take that off. That kind of washed everything out. I should have used white. Although, I think once it dries, it might lighten up slightly. But let's do some white on top of here. See what happens. I saw this quote the other day, And it just spoke to me, and I sent it to my niece who's going through a little bit of a hard time. And I thought I would share it with you. It said, only people who are mean, let's see. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see. People who are mean, like on purpose. I'm so paraphrasing it and getting it all wrong because I know, Tam, but I already committed. So let's see what happens. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh, look at that. I love this, like little bits and pieces where the green kind of peeks through. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Comfort book. Okay, I will hold it up this morning. Okay. A thing I discovered recently. I love stillness, slowness, when nothing is happening, the blueness of the sky, inhaling clear air, birdsong over traffic, lone footsteps, spring flowers blooming with defiance. I used to think that quiet patches felt dead. Now they feel more alive, like leaning over and listening to the earth's heartbeat. Come on. That's a good one, isn't it? Let's read one more. Pair. Forward momentum is great, but we also need sideways momentum. For instance, I just sat down and ate a pear. I have no idea what the future holds, but I am grateful that I am alive and able to sit on a sofa and eat a pear. That was good, wasn't it? Okay. Let's see. Let's do, I got a little bit of color here, so I'm thinking, I love this. I love that there's that little bit of green that's peeking through that's kind of like aged leather or kind of patinaed. So I'm digging that. So let's get some white on there. I think that I may have I used all of the new stencils? I think I might have. Just a second. Sometimes I clean them, sometimes I don't. So don't ever feel like they need to be pristine the next time you use them, because they don't. They don't. I promise you. They absolutely don't. It kind of, dried paint on them kind of makes them a little stronger, which is weird, I know, but true. So now I have this white on here, and I wanted to do something totally different without my stencils. So I have all these stencils and all these prints. We can use the other stencils another time if I missed some. But I'm going to bring out my little bag of bottle caps, and I'm just going to pounce, like press them into the paint, right? And I have this one, I'm gonna overlap maybe. Then I have these little ones. Whoops. See what happens there. Oh, that's kind of cool. I flipped it so it's more, that's kind of cool. And then I have this weird, it's from my embroidery thread. I'm telling you, I see artsy possibilities in everything. Okay. So now I can try putting a piece of paper down, or let's lay another layer of color down. Okay, let's take a clean page. Deli paper. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Look at all the orange that was underneath. Totally digging that. All right. So what if we put a little bit more? Something, how about this weird lime sorbet? It's a color we haven't used yet. How am I doing on time? I know I'm probably getting close, but I can't stop myself. So, Valerie, on my website, in my oh, I forgot this one, you guys. On my website, in my Anne's Artsy Arsenal, there's a link for a jelly plate under tools. Okay, so this one, remember I said we can do it like a stencil or a mask. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not doing that because I gotta kind of break it apart. Let's do this one again. See what we get. Oh, look at that. I love that little bits of orange pop through. And then let's peel this up. Now I'm thinking, let's go that on top of this. See what we get. Oh my goodness. So it looks so rich and full of depth. Oh my gosh. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, so let's put something like this vibrant pink on top of this green. I think that might have to be our last one. There you can totally see the circles on there. But maybe let's do it again. Just see what happens. So pretty. So pretty. Pull that. Put some white on top of this. All these colors, so beautiful. So beautiful. You know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna roll off in my art journal. Should have been doing that all along. Oh well. Can I tell you, I love the squishiness of a jelly plate. I love it so much. Oh, you guys. This one is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So, I think I will bid you adieu. Until tomorrow, I will be home for Stitch Along. And then Thursday, I'll be coming at you from Eureka Springs, Arkansas at the Quality Inn. So I will see you all then. Bring all your jelly plate prints and we will do some artsy fun with them. I can't wait, Tam. I just can't wait to hug them and kiss them and hug them and kiss them. I told Carmen, I want to hug him and kiss him until they tell me to stop, and then one more hug and kiss. And then I'll stop. I adore you all. Thank you so much for playing along with me, for making my dream come true, keeping me working as a working artist. I adore you all. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow morning in Stitch Along. And then, like I said, Thursday, the time might change a little bit, but I will put it in. I will put it in the. I will post it in the group so that you know what time. I'm going to try and keep it at 9, but I'll be so much further into the day back there. So I don't know. I got to figure that all out. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing day. Bye.